Shut that noise off. Ugh. A very happy Friday afternoon to you. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. But it's pushing 2 o'clock. They say at 3 o'clock, 3:15, will be some heavy duty thunderstorms. So been planing wood out to the right of me here, and been planing cedar. That's what I wanted to talk about. Not really about laying out decoy heads, because I've talked about that before. And obviously, well, maybe it's not obvious, excuse me, it's not obvious. But to make your bill strong, you want the bottom of the bill to run parallel exactly with the grain. So that's how you're going to get the most strength out of your bill. And at the same time, I did a video on that before, so you can check it out. But where am I going with this? The smaller the trees that your cedar, especially northern white cedar, was cut from, the more problems you're going to have with running into knots. So going through, I just cut out, I don't know, 15, was it 15? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8, I think I lost 1 or 2 on the floor. 8, maybe it was only 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9, that's what I cut out. And some you just can't, you just don't really see. Like this was towards the end of the well, it is, it's right there. I can see the very end grain, and there's the heart running right through there. So if you don't know what the heart is the very center of the tree, and that piece of wood's always gonna, or that section of wood's always gonna move. So this head's junk. And some other ones, like where was that other stretched head? Where is he? Maybe that's, oh, there it is. Oh, it's right in front of me, excuse me. So here's a stretched head that, man, it just looks super, super clean, except for right there in the bill, in the end of the bill. I didn't see it when I was laying out the piece of wood. So anyway, where I was going with all this is, again, the larger the tree that your, especially northern white cedar, was cut, the more probability that you won't have knots. And I guess what my real point is, unless you have a primo, and there is some nice, there's a piece behind me somewhere. I got the wood from Dwayne Ong, and he wrote in pen on, he's like, he wished every stick of cedar that he sold looked like that, because it was just freaking perfect. Like there was not anything wrong with it at all. But that's not the norm. That's the exception. Because it's very rare that you get stuff that's that clean and that clear. Got a couple pieces around me here that are really nice pieces. But anyway, I'm just rambling. But I guess what my real goal here was to say, factor in, I will concentrate, excuse me. Factor in, unless you're 100%, you can flip your board over. There's not a knot on this side, not a knot on that side. Look at the end grain, see what you got going on. If there are no knots in that piece of wood, I feel very confident that you probably can make every head that you cut out work. But the reality is that's not the case. So you're going to have, sometimes you're going to see where the problem is, and you can work around it. Other times, again, like this one stretched head, and it's right there in the end of the bill. And I'm not sure. I think it's not as bad as what I first thought, so I think I am going to take the time to draw it up and cut it out on the bandsaw and see if I can make it work. But, again, my point is, think about when you're laying out your wood, just try to really be conscious. I thought I heard big raindrops. Just be conscious of your wood, your knots. Make sure that you lay that bill out, the bottom of the bill, perfectly parallel to the grain, the way the grain's running. And, yeah, watch your fingers too. All right, I got 6 more of these to cut out, and hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. Kind of like that surprise. You don't know what's going to happen until you cut them out and see what's what. So, all right, I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you very much. A very happy Friday to you. We could use some rain, I guess. Yeah, we could use rain. Yeah, we can use rain. I'm thinking about, I got a gag order still about PBHQ, and I was just thinking about PBHQ, or it was dry as can be, and then all of a sudden we have been getting some heavy downpours there. So, all right, I need to concentrate and get this done. Again, a very happy Friday to you. Have a great weekend, and as always, thinking of you, we are. I appreciate taking the time to tune in. Boom.